We've all seen plenty of horrible video game ripoffs. Heck, we've even made an entire video about them. Whenever there is a successful video game, it seems there is always some other development team or just a group of amateurs with a laptop willing to slap together something horrible and call it a game to capitalize on the success of someone else. But what about the console ripoffs? While you don't hear too much about console ripoffs due to them obviously being much more expensive to produce than just a simple game, there are definitely plenty of horrible excuses to game systems that tried to capitalize on the success of the industry. What's up, guys? Jimmy here. Welcome to Chaos Top 10, and today we are going to be counting down the top 10 worst game console ripoffs ever. And I guarantee you won't guess the number one spot today. Before we get started, we are running a $200 Amazon gift card giveaway the entire month of August. All you have to do to enter is like this video, be subscribed, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment why you want to win it with your Twitter handle attached. I will announce the winner at the end of the month on Twitter. Good luck on that giveaway. Make sure you're subscribed. And now let's go over some really bad console ripoffs. Kicking off our list at number 10 is Dreamcast. That's right, Dreamcast. While many call this one a clone, it's actually a mod of the Sega Dreamcast, but it's still a ripoff. Originating in China, although the creator is unknown, the Dreamcast is simply a portable Dreamcast, which is actually pretty cool if you ask me. It's capable of playing all Dreamcast games, and it also has a screen built into it. But as cool as the Dreamcast is, it's only going to get worse from here on out. So buckle up, guys. Things are going to get pretty lame as we progress through this list. At number 9, we have the Super PlayStation 2. And this is a double ripoff, okay? The Super PlayStation 2, which was a ripoff of the PS2 in terms of design and marketing. Seriously, this thing even had the same logo as the PS2, just with the letters and numbers rearranged. But the hardware itself was from the Super NES, which explains the Super in the title. This thing is so dumb that the disc tray is actually a cartridge holder. You open the disc tray, plop your cartridge in it, and shove the disc tray back in. Great design decision, guys. That's awesome. If that wasn't enough, the Super PlayStation 2 also claimed to have 999 million games built into it, which obviously isn't true. So they went the whole nine. They went the whole 9 yards to just completely lie and rip off as much as they could. Everybody loves Batman, right? What about Batman with 2 T's? Well, that's what we have at number 8. Batman with 2 T's. This console, simply called Batman, that's right, 2 T's, is another double ripoff. The design is a blatant ripoff of the original Xbox, and the design is obviously a ripoff of Batman. More specifically, the horrible Batman and Robin movie. If you were going to rip off Batman, why would you go rip off the worst movie in the entire series? I mean, seriously. Anyways, this thing sucks for countless reasons. It only plays NES games. The controllers are crappy rips of the PS1 controllers. It doesn't come with any good ones. And there's not even a freaking Batman game in the entire thing. How can you call the console Batman with 2 T's and you don't even get a Batman game included? Do you guys remember ever getting a Happy Meal and they gave you those little lame handheld games? Super simple games. Well, at number 7, the Compact G. This game is literally just those put in the body of a Nintendo DS. Black and white visuals, terrible controls. There's really not much I can say about this. It is the equivalent of a McDonald's Happy Meal toy. Okay, at number 6, with a name like Extreme, it has to be good. We have the Extreme Box. Can you guess what the Extreme Box is a ripoff? I'll give you 2 seconds. Go ahead. Yes, it's actually another double ripoff, okay? The console itself is, of course, the original Xbox, but the controllers are actually PS1 controllers, so we took the best of both worlds and put them into a system that functions like an NES. The funniest part of the Extreme Box is the fact that it comes with a light gun that looks like a real pistol. I'm serious. The light gun looks exactly like an M1911 pistol. I guess we know where their budget went, but according to the box, the Extreme Box is the number 1 in quality. So, I mean, even though they lied, even though they stole IP and property and copyright, at least they're confident in their product. Okay, the standards from a rip-off company are pretty low, but even this is just bad, okay? Cracking into the top 5, we have the WeWe. I don't know whose job it is to name this thing, but they should have been fired from whatever knockoff company that they worked for that named the WeWe. A blatant ripoff of the Nintendo Wii. The WeWe is actually decently put together, as it's all just somewhat worse versions of the Wii and the Wii Sports minigames. I wonder why this thing flopped. Was it the fact that it's the worst version of the Wii? Was it the stupid name, the WeWe? Was it the horrible motion detection? Maybe it was all of those things in one big culmination of just a pile of trash. The WeWe sucks. The WeWe could go suck a... I really feel like we're going down a path of sexual rip-off names here. We had the WeWe, and now at number 4, we have the iDong. I'm sorry, the iDog. The only title on this list that's even more clueless than the WeWe is the infamous iDong. It wasn't a rip of a console, but rather of the Xbox 360 Kinect. A Kinect ripoff called the iDong. Makes total sense in my book. It's essentially just a webcam, but it's capable of motion recognition like the actual Kinect. So, strangely enough, the iDong functions almost just as well as the thing that it's ripping off. What does that tell you guys about the original Kinect? I don't know if this means the iDong is really that good, or if the Kinect was really that bad. I will go ahead and let you guys be the judge, but it definitely gets the best name on this list. Coming in at number 3 is the Super Megazon 4. I just like saying Super Megazon. Aside from having an amazing box art, the Super Megazon 4 really has nothing going for it. It is a blatant ripoff of the SNES in terms of name, hardware, and visually. It looks like a PS1. So they kind of mutated it with all of those things. At least the kid on the box seems to be enjoying playing it. Oh, but how can I forget? Guess what? You get a bonus. It comes with an extra cartridge. I have no clue what that actually means, but the makers of this piece of crap seem to think that an extra cartridge would be a good focal selling point. And also, hold on, wait, there's more. What happened to the Super Megazon 1 through 3? Did they just jump to 4? Where were the first 3? Is there something that we're missing that I'm supposed to know? We go straight to the Super Megazon 4, but nobody's ever heard of 1, 2, and 3. All right, this next one at number 2 can't make up its freaking mind on what it wants to rip off. The PowerPlay Super Joy. Okay, hold on now. While the PowerPlay Super Joy does get a few bonus points due to the fact that it came with 2 controllers so you could play with a buddy, the controllers are different. Player 1 had to play on an N64 controller, while player 2 had to play on a Sega Genesis controller. Not to mention, this game also came with a light gun, like many of those horrible knockoff consoles do. Makes it look cooler, if you will, and it came preloaded with a bunch of NES games. And the box has Obi-Wan Kenobi and Qui-Gon Jinn fighting Darth Maul on it. They couldn't make up their mind. They didn't know which way to go to try to market this thing, so they just randomly threw a whole bunch of stuff at it and called it the PowerPlay Super Joy. All right, we've reached the number 1 spot. I told you at the beginning you weren't going to guess this. Let me know if I was right. At number 1 today, we have the Game Theory Admiral, a blatant ripoff of the Game Boy Advance. It even stole the font that the name is written on in the system. This thing is essentially a roided up GBA in theory, but in execution, it sucks. First of all, it only plays Famicom games if you even remember what that console was, and it even supports controllers if you want to plug into it. Yeah, because I totally want to plug a controller into my Game Boy Advance. And what are we missing here? While the concept is kind of interesting, being able to play console games and use a controller on a Game Boy Advance, the Game Theory Admiral fails hard at doing what it tried to do to make itself original, which it didn't do in any case. And there you have it, my friends. Those are 10 of the craziest game console ripoffs. Not as easy as an actual video game ripoff because there's more into it and the price point is higher, but you have to give these companies credit. They went all out in terms of ripping off the original consoles. Let me know if there are any that we missed, and if you've ever bought one of these consoles, I would like to hear about it in the comment section. There's a playlist below if you guys want to check out all the other top 10s. We put up a brand new one for gaming every single night at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. Turn on your notifications so you never miss an upload. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a like on the video. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll be back tomorrow night with a brand new one.